just got younger one to bed. I need to get you on here eventually. I mean, I could do it right now if you wanted to. Can you hear me okay? This is the first time using my headset for this. Just checking it out. Sound like it's working all right. Sweet. Cool. Talk about a couple. Can I turn it up? I'm trying to talk quietly. That might be why. Let's see if I can change the sound. Not, I can take the headset off. It's not that. Is that any better? How about now? Okay, this one sounds good. Okay. I was just going through the different settings. All right, sounds good. All right, so not sure if you saw the one last week, but talk about a couple different things here. First, we'll go this topic for tonight. All right, so this is, I believe, I want. It's the new. It's not loading. Wanted to talk about. See, nope, there's a new article today. All right, give me a sec. Article came out today for has been invited or who is going to be attending Strongman 2020. On through on Facebook. Saved it on there, but I wanted to set my, I don't know, password. Let's see. All right, exclusive 2020 Strongest Man official. Here we go. All right, let's get this back on. Share. There we go. So who's been in so far? I want to see the heat breakdowns and who's going to be doing cheat or events and cheat eventually. So note this roster is subject to change due to injury or travel issues. I can see definitely some travel issues coming. Sounds like they got everything figured out. So you got Canada, you got Maxime Boudreau, JF Crone, Toots from Estonia, Luke Richardson, Adam Bishop, Mark Felix, Graham Hicks, Terry Holland, Stolman, Tom Stolman from Britain, Janashia from Georgia, Blair from Ireland, Ivers from Latvia, Tus, Poland, Russia, Martin, Mark from Sweden, Skinova from Ukraine, a bunch of guys from the US, Kevin Fair, Robert Ober, Bobby Thompson. Trey Mitchell was the recent ad with Kearney going down injured. Evan Singleton, and my screen just disappeared. Jerry Pritchett, Brian Shaw, and last time we had somebody from Mexico, Gabriel Pena. So, be interested in seeing breakdowns. Who's going to get into the finals for this? Start making my picks for who's going to get to the finals and like do my top 5 picks. It depends on who's in what heats. To be honest with you, I think before Kearney went out, I was gonna put 3 Americans in the top 5. Depending on how it breaks down, I got got me there. I'm not ready to do that. I'm not ready to do those. So what I'm thinking is I'll go with top 5 right now. Brian Shaw, Kieliskowski, 2. Not sure how he's doing with there's tricep issue. I'm here. I'm gonna say Oberst at 3rd, and then Stoltman brothers coming in 5th. But it also depends, like I said, Shaw, Stoltman. Yeah, I'm pretty close there with it. I would put in there as well. So for top 5. So I'd like to see breakdown in the cheat. But yeah, I think that's a pretty solid top 5. Boudreaux was pretty impressive. Arnold and L. But I want to see. I don't know. Bishop's pretty strong too. It's Hicks, but guy's been some injuries. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see that. So next thing, talk about just a second. Definitely, that's my main topics for tonight, and talk about that. Dude, we were talking about live though. That's where we're sitting at. Yeah, 3 people. All right, cool. All right, so a couple things I want to talk about on the website today. Interesting is majority of things are going to be right at the top here. So med kit's back in stock. That is our ultimate. Big noise changed up the weekend deals up here. Should be. Alright, so the weekend deal. Talk about this real quick, and then we'll get into how training's been. So American number. Alright, cool. So this weekend, if you spend $50, you're gonna get this hoodie for free. If you spend $80, you're gonna get the hoodie and the Total War free. Alright, so it's my full on still. Alright, I just gotta ignore that. Alright, so then also this weekend is the release of Zombie Blood Total War, and it's gonna come in a bundle shirt. So to get to the website, you're just gonna choose what size shirt you want. Cory, I know you're small, so we'll add this to the cart. Okay. So then go back. Okay, so let's talk about this real quick. So Zombie Blood is the flavor. So this is supposed to taste like a sweet tart or a Smartie, something like that is what people are saying. So I ordered that already. I'm excited to give it a try. Alright, next thing that came out this weekend is the breast cancer charity shirt and shaker cup combo. Last year they just had a t-shirt come out. This is pretty cool t-shirt. My mom is a breast cancer survivor, so I went ahead and got me one of these. Cory, like I said, sometimes they're an extra small, so I'll add to the cart. I already got my order in, so I got this. Go to the cart now. This will show you. Choose one gift. So, Cory, you're gonna get me. Okay. Gotcha. All right. So, just sitting at $79.98 with this, right? So, if I want to get another 2 cents in there just to make it $80. So if I do round up, okay, so that put me at $80. Now, all right, let's try. Let's go. All right, so if I round up, I can do that. I can go to slide this down. Is there a way to go live? But yeah, there is absolutely. If you wanted to, we can absolutely go together. All I gotta do is send you code for this website, and I can absolutely. All right, so I know they showed this in last week's. Sweet. All right, so you can round up, and the extra money there will go to Redcon One Foundation, and there's also down here where you can donate however much you want to the Redcon One Foundation. But since my total, take this off here for a second, and roll to supplements, and let's just throw a sample pack out, something cheap. Say I want to try some MRE and favorite flavor strawberry shortcakes. All right, so back to my cart. And now that I'm over $80, I can add a free total. So I got the green apple to try this time. have Vice City, I had grape, I had Tiger's Blood, I had sour gum bear, blue raspberry, strawberry kiwi. Yeah, so green apple is fairly new, so I'm going to try that. Add that to my cart. Alright, now, so I'm getting a free 30 serving of Total War, which is originally $39.99. Paying for a sample pack, getting a $55 hoodie. I'm getting Redcon 1 Breast Cancer Charity Foundation t-shirt and the shaker. I'm getting another t-shirt and a Total War, spending $82.97. And this is going to be shipping, standard shipping, $9.99. So, getting a lot of stuff for a decent price. Always make sure that you create an account. That way you can get into the rewards program. I myself am in the rewards program and just cashed in on the rewards myself. So every dollar you spend, you get a point. And then there's other ways to get extra points as well. By creating an account, you get one by reading their blog. $1 spent is 1 point. Following them on Facebook, Instagram, write a review on a product. Spend $150, you get 50 points. You get a birthday bonus for 50 points. Follow on YouTube, you get 25 points. So, for instance, today when I ordered, I had 500 points. So I could have got a double tap, a grunt, or a Total War. I got more than enough Total War right now, so I went and got uh, I got a grunt. Grunt in I believe Tiger's Blood flavor. Alright. Alright, did I get everything covered on the page here? Talked about the weekend deal. You can get 30% off by using the discount code ACTION, or you can always get 20% off by using T20A McNatt. Now, this bundle, breast cancer awareness bundle, and this bundle here, Zombie Blood, are not discountable. It's a brand new thing for the site this weekend, and they are not discountable. Okay, so stop this for a second. And I've never done this before, so let me figure out how to do this. Alright, so I'm sending it to you on Facebook Messenger right now. You might have to create an account and then like enter what your name wants to be to show up across the bottom. So checking the notifications on it right now. All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
What is up with your hair?
Oh yeah, you like that? The early Halloween costume. Yeah.
Your Halloween cut. I don't even want to know what you are.
Is the mic too loud?
No, you're good. I can hear you just fine.
Okay, just making sure I don't really. I had to set this all up, and I'm using the AirPods. I've never used them before, so.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I got sound coming through the headphones, so you're not too loud. I can turn it down if I need to. So,
Okay, I just want to make
well,
sure I was going on it.
welcome, man. How's it going?
Good. How you been?
Good, man. I can't complain what's a bit. Um, yeah, I wanted to get into talking about my injury that I had and do an update on that tonight, as well as talking about some of the training I've been doing, which hasn't been a lot the last 2 weeks due to the injury actually I had back in May. I was doing great starting in July and August, and then was it 2 weeks ago? I did a squat workout. I felt great for like 3 days, and then it started really hurting again. So taking it easy, just not doing much of anything really the last week and a half. So just letting that heal itself back up again. So it's not as bad as it was back in May. Honestly, back in May, I couldn't get out of my chair whatsoever. So um, yeah, it hurts, but it's doing a lot better than it was.
Did they make you do anything for it?
No, there's nothing to heal that up. So um, just been taking it easy. I was on weight restrictions back at first, back in May. Let's see, I think all of June I was on like a 25-pound weight restriction. So other than that, there was nothing. So I started
Really?
weightlifting in July, very lightly, and just eventually got built that up myself. So no real big um, therapy or any way to heal it whatsoever. So,
Yeah, that's what I got. I gotta have wrist surgery. I got one of those ganglion cysts in my wrist. I don't know if you can see that bump right there.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I gotta get that removed in December. And they said I'm gonna be out for. They said I'll be out for like 6 weeks. So I figure I'll be good for about 6 days, and I'll be back in the gym.
so it's a cyst. Is that what you said? You cut out when you said that.
Yeah, yeah. So in the joint, there's joint fluid, and what I did is from years of football and weightlifting, I pushed that fluid out of the joint into like a little sack, and then yeah, so then it sits there and it just now it's hitting the radial nerve, so I can't bend my arm backwards at all. So like I have like no mobility in this wrist at all.
That's crazy.
But I just tape it up. I take athletic tape just like we did in football and do like boxer style, and I tape myself up before a workout. And I'm good to go. I just can't bend it. So it's like doing push-ups and any type of overhead's been a little hard, but it just takes like 2 or 3 days to recover from it.
Now, can you does help wearing wrist wraps help with it for doing overhead?
Yeah, a little bit, but it's just mostly the pressure from pushing down. So even when I'm squatting, like when you're pulling down on the bar, I can't pull much with that hand at all. And as long as it's on that nerve, I have like no grip strength in that hand. It's terrible.
I gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, I assume as soon as they get the stitches out of it, you'll be bag lift.
Yeah, not even before then. that's that's the bright side of having your wife being a nurse.
Oh, gotcha. Oh,
She'll take it out.
I'm sure she'll be happy about you getting back into lifting right away too.
Yeah, she thinks I'm gonna wait like 3 weeks. I'm like, yeah, three
If that.
three full days at least after the surgery.
Yeah, man. So, how's the new place setting up with you? You get just moved
Good.
what, a month ago?
Yeah, like a month and a half ago now. Yeah, I got everything set up. Got the gym. We built walls in the. Because it was just it's a 30 by 40 pole barn, but there was no. It was just a pole barn still. So we had to build walls on the inside, and I'm getting it insulated and drywalled here, hopefully before winter. But I got all the machines in there, everything's set up.
Awesome.
And then we've been training 4 days a week out there nonstop since the move. It's actually been going a lot better now. I got another training partner to help spot and set everything up.
Is that shit? What's his name?
Fred.
Yes, I see.
Yep.
He's been over at your place doing. Was that at your house?
Yeah.
Okay, doing car pulls.
Yep, that was our cardio. Doing arm over arm pulls and he can't really do arm over arm pulls yet, but he's getting there. He's actually came a long way in, like, I'd say about 5 weeks he's been training consistently. And 5 weeks ago, I think he's made like 100% improvement. Like his squat, bench, and deadlift, everything's going up steady rate. He's losing weight because he was a bigger guy, but he's definitely shredding down. He's probably, I would say overall, he's probably lost like 10 pounds of like just fat.
So I noticed, like, even from the competition, just at throw it on the thumb, with some of his pictures before that, is he slimmed down quite a bit too. So, yeah, it was the same way with me, man. Getting into strongman, I slimmed way down, and then I figured that I have to eat too.
Yeah.
And then it just bloated up.
Yeah, I ain't no lightweight. I ain't doing no massive cuts. No,
Exactly.
trying to make weight. As long as I'm over 300, I'm happy.
Yep. Well, cool, man. Training's been going good. Still using your coach or no?
Yep. Yeah, I've been with Brittany over a year now. I think it's been almost a year and a half now, I think, with her. And I've made a huge difference. That's like one of the best things I could have done is getting a coach, just from especially having these stupid little piddly injuries that make it to where it's like instead of just quitting working out for 2 weeks, she can formulate something around it for me and get it to where I'm not losing out. Like, so like my wrist injury, it makes it hard to bench, but I just hit a rep PR last week on that, and it's nice being able to move up and stay consistent and not having to work your way all the way up and then get hurt, go all the way back down, start over, just keep doing that over and over again.
That's awesome. Yeah, so I've had somebody reach out to me about doing some coaching here, and I think once I get healed up and find a competition that I'm actually wanting to do, definitely going to look into that pretty good. And it's not, I mean, I don't have the same goals as you do, as wanting to get, do as well as nationals as you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Have fun and, stay in shape, and it's just a great community to be around. I went up to Great Lakes Strongest Man this past 2 weekends ago and just hung out with some of the guys that were there competing and shot the shit with them for a couple hours, and went and did fall color tour after that. So it was a great time just up there, and just over the 8 years that I've been competing, it's a tight knit community that awesome guys. Even though me and you compete against each other, we're still good friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's the same way with everybody across all weight classes. I got friends that are lightweights, and I got friends that are in masters, and it's awesome just to have
lightweights.
Yeah. So, did you see Nick O'Hare?
I've seen that national record.
He set the national record, 198 pounds, with 905-pound deadlift, 18 inches, and then he went on. That was his second attempt. Third attempt, pulled 955.
I know. I see that. And then he did the overhead record too, wasn't it? Like 305 pounds or?
I don't know. I believe so, but I don't remember what it was. I got there as they were finishing up the overhead, and only the heavyweights were left. So it was a lot better venue than they had last year. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
So there was it was cool. It was at an apple orchard, and you drove past all the apple trees, and there was this big area out back, and they had a huge tent set up. Everybody had one complete side of the tent all set up for the competition. The other side was, for spectators that wanted to walk up and watch. And then everybody had their own tents set up around it and everything, and lots of parking. You have to cross a railroad track to walk up to the gym or anything. So, I mean, that gym's nice, but it wasn't ready for.
There was 200 something people there. It was probably made for. It wasn't more than that. There was no room.
100 competitors signed up for that, and 30 people there just to watch that one person.
Yeah.
Easily. So, I mean, there was one guy there. I remember he was in our weight class, and he had like a whole fan club there. It was crazy.
Mhm.
So, but yeah.
I know I'm in the same boat as you, where I just get my wife and she gets to yell at me. And it's funny because it's like it's so nice to have her there for support, but like, when she's recording my video and she's screaming, so then I gotta mute the video because all you can hear is just ah, and it's just like just next time like scream in your head like I need this video for Instagram.
Not only that, but eventually I had to buy a tripod for mine.
I know that's like and like that. So we're talking about training. It's like having all those setbacks of you having the groin injury and then like me and my shoulder and then now my wrist and all that. But it's like and we're getting back to all that. It's like the rep PRs and that's what's nice about having the community with you is like me and you can train together. And even though like that's how we ended up meeting, I guess too. Is I went up to your gym and trained with you, and like we can work with each other. So even if like you have a really good overhead, and like I'm trying to beat you in overhead, so but it's not like super competitive. It's like, but it's I guess it is competitive, but like we're training with each other. It's not like anger. It's not like Thor versus Eddie type deal.
No, no, nope, nope. I totally agree with you. Yeah, there was people that I started training with years ago that had a better deadlift, and then my deadlift got better than theirs and pissed them off, and my overhead was
Yeah,
always better than theirs, and so yeah, it's just it's good to push yourself in a different kind of way rather than just training by yourself like I do 100% of the time, pretty much. So
I was good. Yeah, I was gonna message you and see if you were working last weekend. I was gonna see if you want to work out. I'll come up there or something. But then I ended up having to we got rained out of work like 4 days in a row, so I ended up having to work the weekend. And then this weekend I'm supposed to work tomorrow now because we got rained out the last 2 days.
yeah, yeah.
So that's the only problem with trying to
I keep
keep up
looking
with
at my
everyone.
I keep looking at my lawn as like, man, really need to mow that one more time before the snow comes. It's getting bad.
Hmm.
It's just been so wet out on my days off. Like, I was off today and yesterday, and it rained
Yeah,
everywhere.
there's nothing you can do outside.
Nope, nope. Just sit inside and drink beer.
I wish I got water. I guess that's a good supplement.
No, I made to make sure I picked up a six pack for tonight. So cool, man.
Have you been training log much?
I trained log. Was just looking because somebody was commenting um, Instagram post and YouTube post about that. But I trained log. Um, kind of not too long ago. Um, you know how my log is though. It's not
Yeah, the
5,000
wrist
and a
breaker
half already.
5000.
Yeah, yeah. So I think I was hitting a little over 220, 210, right around there somewhere with it for a single, which is not the greatest for myself, but also I haven't been training log a lot.
Yeah,
Actually, my axle overhead press was better that day than log was. So, which
I'm not.
I've been training a lot more axle now that I got those big spotter arms on my rack. I've been doing a lot more pressing out of the rack with it just to help, you know, working on more of the press than having to focus on doing the clean. Because
Yeah,
the clean can take a lot out of you, but um, yeah, I can clean pretty much anything. So it's the press that I'm struggling with. So working on the press and the tricep strength to be able to lock it out. It's been
yeah.
something I've been focusing on, getting the bar up to my chest.
I've
I
been
can do
doing
it. It's usually ugly, but
I've been doing she's been programming me for like super high reps, lots of sets, lots of like small individual work, so single arm work more than like doing axle or log. Like right now I'm doing single arm barbell shoulder presses, and then you just throw on set of 10 and 5s on a barbell, lift it up just like this, and just like a circus dumbbell and control it the whole way. Doing that for a set of 8 on each arm, and then doing uh, lots of log cleans, so 2 cleans per rep. So that's terrible. And
that
then
sounds
doing stones, taking a 275 stone for 3 sets of 12 at 55 inches. So it's been cardio. And then now this programming block we just started this week, we went to 5-3-1, and it's almost like a deload week just because of the rep change. The
Nice.
weights went up, so like squatting 405 for 5, and then 450 for 3, and then 475 for a single, and then doing log. That's why I actually just hit my single rep PR. I guess at my max. I wasn't my max, so I think it was like an RPE of like 8-9. So 80-90% with 315. That was pretty sweet last night with an injured wrist. So having that, actually getting up into a respectable log press now.
That's you're doing 315 on a log.
Yeah. Hey, you can't. This is family friendly.
Drinking a beer.
Oh yeah.
Not on this channel.
Dude, I find you want to talk about excitement. I failed 300 on every overhead press for like 6 months straight. Like I could get it to like that 1 millimeter before lockout, and I would always fail it. So finally, I hit 300, then hit 315 the next for. I was gonna do 300 for the single, but it moved too up. I was like, well, this is good. So I did 315, and it still moved fast. And I was like, oh my god, all 6 months of trying to get that, and it finally happened. Now it's time to work on the deadlifts after having the screwed up back. Like at the throwdown, my back was screwed up from that psoas muscle being over tight and not stretching or doing mobility because that's for lightweights. Well, apparently that's for everybody. So having to do mobility, got that fixed, and then now like today's workout was deadlifts. So I did 1.25 deadlifts. But if you ever want to pump, try that. Those are terrible. And then did that with 405 for 5 sets of 5. So
Yeah, that's one of the things that I've been trying to do some more research to see what I need to do to strengthen my injury issue and to help recovery with that. And a lot of it is just core work.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something that I've knew that I need to get better at, but I've also very well neglected. So yeah, it's definitely going to be more involvement in my training now.
The easiest thing for fat guys, so I call it my fat guy ab workout, is barbell rollouts. The ones where you get on your knees, you put 45s on the bar, do the rollout, and roll back in. That works the lowest part of your abs. And then I'll take an Atlas stone and like set it in my lap and then stand it up and then just go right back down and do that for a set of 10 with whatever weight you can for an Atlas stone. Just hug it tight, keep it tight, and just basically work on extensions. And now that's helped. I lost an inch off my waist in 7 weeks without like having a clean diet either. It's not like I'm eating like a bodybuilder right now. I still like today I had pizza for lunch. So
You had pizza for lunch? I had pizza for lunch as well.
hey, look at that. So you can't say that if you're a lightweight.
That's what I had for lunch.
I don't know. This is the first time I had pizza in like 3 months. Or 2 months. I was pretty excited about it.
Yeah, I can't say that.
Well, it's nice now that I moved out here. There's only one pizza place, and they're really not that great. So it's not like it's a turn. It's not a temptation no more.
My 3 closest restaurants are pizza, pizza, and pizza.
Oh, I love pizza.
I have 3 pizza places the closest to me, and then the next is a Subway, and then the next after that is a Subway.
But yeah, all the healthy place. You go there to lose weight.
Right?
Eat a loaf of bread and lose weight. Like, yeah, okay.
The Jared diet, right?
Well, part of that is what involves kids.
To a prison, right?
Yeah, that's a great way to lose weight. Can't be fat in prison. A synchronized drink. You see that?
What's up? Yeah.
Synchronized drink.
When I worked my old job, I used to say that I was on the Jared diet because there was a Subway. It was the closest restaurant to us, but it was in the same complex as us, the same strip mall. So I would walk to Subway every day. That was my exercise.
Hey, it works.
Exactly, man. It was better than walking across the 3-lane highway to go to McDonald's. So breakfast.
Well, actually, that's like high intensity training because you got to run for short bursts. So right there, that's considered my HIIT training for the week. So as she has me doing 3 days of cardio. So if I'm running across the street to get McDonald's, that's cardio.
Dodging traffic across.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, man. I did my top 5 for. What's yours?
I would say it's going to be between Shaw and Matoush for first play for World's Strongest Man. I'm hoping Shaw gets his fifth just so he can be in the same thing as Sojourner, so he can finally get that, because like you said, at his age, it's only going down from here. It's not like he's going to get crazy stronger next year.
He would have more than Sojournus.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sojournus only has 4.
Right now, he would have the same as Mariusz Pujanowski.
Pujanowski
has 5. Nobody has more than 5.
Yeah. Well, Pujanowski would have still probably won another year if he didn't, accidentally fall into some problem pre-workout.
Well, I mean, let's see. He'll still kick both our asses
In a heartbeat, because he did MMA, and I follow him on Instagram, and he's still insane.
Oh, he's ripped. Ripper than ripped.
Mm-hmm.
Punches now.
And then now that Martins is out and Thor is out, it's hard to. I would say the Stoltmans. Okay, I'd go either Shaw or Tucson first, or first and second. Probably the Stoltmans, and I don't know. I haven't seen that Maxine guy since the Arnold in Santa Monica, so he put up a good fight there.
He did. He won the first couple events, didn't he?
Yeah, the first 2 or 3 events. So he might be one of those secret beasts, because I haven't seen him on Instagram or none either.
I think on Instagram, but it doesn't post a lot. So I heard a rumor that Tom Stoltman's got a little injury that I can't remember what exactly. Maybe his bicep. When he did try to do that world record while beating his own world record of Atlas Stone, he did something with bicep. So I'm not 100% sure on that, but that's just something I heard from somebody.
Well, if you watch the YouTube channel, he already did. Super yoke. He had no issue with it. So the Atlas Stones, he might have an issue with. But seeing as how he's the best in the world at Atlas Stones, right, he might be able to do it. Even with an injury. And then
I haven't been keeping up with them too much.
Their YouTube channel is pretty funny. They do a lot of life stuff.
Oh yeah. It's a lot, and it's hard to keep up with them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I would say, because yeah, I don't know. I don't think Overs is gonna make it. What's the highest he's ever gotten? 5th?
I don't think he has top 5.
I know he's been 8th before, because I remember.
Well, yeah, last year or the year before, he made the finals, and I think it was last year he made the finals, and it was 8. Year before that, he tore his bicep doing the stone bar back and forth.
Oh, yeah.
Which I hate that.
I don't get how, if someone's already done it for 15 reps, and then the other, they just bring another guy right back in, and he's still supposed to keep going. Who's going to be able to withstand 4 competitors or 3 competitors?
Not only that, but that year that Oberst tore his bicep was against Luke Stoltman, and he was ahead of Luke by 10 points or something ridiculous like that. But because they were second and third, they had to go head to head in back and forth battle, and he was so far ahead of him in points that it shouldn't have mattered. They need to go back to the stone run, or maybe do individual stone over bar for reps or something like that, but not make it. Men's gets to go to the
cardio event.
Yeah, pretty much. I have super heavy cardio with that.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to seeing the weights and how the heats are broke down.
I'm really hoping they're
really behind on that this year.
Yeah, I'm hoping we can find a lunch spot that has a nice view of the yeah.
Hopefully, man. I'm excited to go down there, and I don't know what we're gonna end up doing together, but it's gonna be nice just to be somewhere.
I was looking for gyms that are open down there, and I saw Planet Fitness. Because I don't want to take a week off of the gym. I want to be able to get at least like 1 or 2 days in, so that way.
Sure. I know, well, I wanted to go to Redcon 1. It's 3.5 hours away from where we're staying, so.
Ooh.
But, their big gym is down there. They got Crunch Fitness. I'm looking it up at Google right now.
Sounds good. Sounds like a protein bar.
Well, I know some people that are with Redcon 1 that work at them, so I'm trying to see where they got some locations near there. I'm sure there's got to be a lot of gyms.
I know.
It's a busy area. I wish this was a map. Tampa Palms. Oh, isn't can't think of his name. Elliot Hulse. Do you know who Elliot Hulse is? So when I first got into Strongman, he was big on YouTube, and he has a gym in that.
Yeah, because now I got that rented that house right there in Raskin, which is like 10 minutes north of Bradenton. Right on, I don't know what main road that is, but we got a house. We rented a house right there because it was like $600 cheaper than the cheapest hotel in Bradenton.
Am I looking on my share screen? We're gonna try and see how this works with people.
Man, it looks super blonde on here.
All right, you can see that, right?
Yep.
What was it called?
Urban Dictionary. You looking up some fun terms
Yeah,
on
I
here?
don't want to get into that.
That's for the strong talk after dark.
I mean, what time is it?
Yeah, it's 11:30, I guess.
So this is in St. Petersburg.
Strength camp.
Which I believe is in between Bradenton and. So we'd have to go back
Okay.
towards Tampa.
Yeah, see that? I'm in Ruskin, which is right by your clicker.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, that's where I'm at. I think I'm like southern Ruskin or something like that.
Okay. I'm not sure exactly. That'd be pretty view Tampa Bay right there.
Yeah, I'm right on the water too.
Let's see.
I wonder if I'll see Tom Brady. Probably not.
That's why I would keep hoping is like when we get to the airport that all the Strongman guys are gonna be flying at the same time.
You know how great they'd be to get on a plane, like sit next to well, no, they'd probably be in first class. So I got a coach, so I'm not bottom. I got to pick my seats. I picked aisle seats all the way through.
So I don't know who you're flying, but we're flying American Airlines down.
I think so.
We're flying American Airlines down, and it was not cheap for us to switch our seats around, but right now they put somebody sitting next to us, and I don't know how they get away with
it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because mine, I picked aisle seats on every flight, and I made sure Ashley was sitting next to me. That was her demand.
So now, back when I got into Strongman, he was one of the people that you would watch to learn techniques and stuff on how to do Strongman. So, videos for it. But yeah, it started off in a tiny gym, and then slowly went into this. What is it going? It's doing. But And that's an option. I don't know if you can go there just to train for the day or anything like that. It's an option.
I'm sure they'll have a day pass, I hope.
But we can look and see.
We can hit up a Planet Fitness. I heard they don't judge there.
I don't think I'm allowed in those anymore. Because I had a membership to the one up here when they first opened before I was in Strongman. And I changed my credit card on them. And they still want my credit card information for some reason. Yeah, see, there's a Crunch Fitness in Braden's.
Is there?
Yep. City Fitness. Say it's a big town, so there's gotta be.
They got free weights at Crunch?
Yeah.
Good. I don't want to train on the Smith machine.
They got tables.
Oh, yeah, they got nice tables.
Why is this not updating the map over here? Big black screen.
Well, you can sit at a table next to an elliptical. Oh.
Alright, so I'll sit at the table.
That's a nice TV.
3 days a week cardio in.
It's helped though. I've dropped. Well, I've lost like 4 pounds of like. It's hard because I'll lose weight and gain weight so fast, so it's hard to tell like exactly how much I lost. But I know I lost an inch off my waist. So it's worth it. It's definitely helping with doing high reps too.
But Bit Crew, they got a 5-star rating.
Like a CrossFit gym?
It looks like it. I don't know. These look like machines maybe, but it looks like they're right up against a wall.
Yeah. I see one spot right. I can probably curl
One
in there.
here, one here. Deadlift platform. That's all we need.
Yeah.
Here's something out before you go down there for sure. It's got a 5-star rating.
Oh. And over 30 reviews.
I knew this wasn't. I was showing my daughter that earlier that we had to drive over to Tampa Bay. She thought that was pretty cool.
So what competitions do you want to try to do next year? Say they have no COVID and every competition is available. Which ones would you do?
I don't know. I don't know. So I don't know if there's going to be Motor City this year or not. Everything changed with who's running it and stuff. I think it's back being Barkley running it. I think Shane kind of dropped out of running that one after the issues, the one that we competed at, that location thing. So I don't know if there will be that one anymore. I'm not doing Frankenmuth. I've already made that decision up 2 years ago, so it's gonna. I don't know. I want to find something. I don't know. I wanted to do something this year. Be my first year in 8 years. I haven't done a competition, so it sucks. So,
yeah, I didn't do anything this year.
I mean, we could still throw something together, just our group of people.
That's what I was thinking. I wanted to do like with Matt, have like the shop versus Iron Farm or whatever, just like a friendly competition to do at the end of the year. But neither of us have the same amount of members, and it'd be hard if it was like so. It'd be me and Fred. Like Fred's a newbie, so he's a newer guy. So it's hard to put him against someone like Matt. Like he's super great squat and all that stuff. So it's hard to for body. Even if you do what they call it, body weight plus weight, or your weight minus your body weight type thing, pound for pound. It'd be hard unless we did something like where I'd have an advantage of a yoke versus, because then I could cover for me and Fred's side versus them. But I don't know, that'd be fun to do. Or even if like we had like a 1 day competition, say in December, like between me, you, and whoever else wanted to get in on it.
Yep. Yeah, I would definitely want to do something very soon because to get trained in time, you need it.
Mm-hmm.
If we want to do something before it's already almost the end of October, so I'm definitely down for doing something. Maybe we'd have to schedule it pretty quick to get something figured out. So maybe
So
something.
my original concept was to have something by the end of the year, so that way you can say, at the end of the year, I was here. That's what your new working numbers are, or whatever, for the season. So then,
Right.
if they do have a Motor City Strongest Man in March, so you know where you're starting at for your where you got to work to from. So I think it'd be cool to have like a into 2020 bash or something like that we can make up a date and do, because I think that'd be cool, like a friends instead of Friendsgiving, like a strongman comp or powerlifting, whatever you guys
I
want to do.
did something like that 2 years ago. I did an ugly sweater, but it was an ugly sweater liftness. I believe is what I called it, and it was actually a powerlifting competition.
Mm-hmm.
It was here in Midland, and it was we just had fun with it. There's
Mm-hmm.
me and a couple of my buddies from the area here, and then a bunch of people from the gym up north of us, up in Gladwin. They all came down. They brought a powerlifting bench set up with the bench and the adjustable height for the squat.
Mm-hmm.
We had a decent deadlift platform, and um, I don't know what the hell I was doing. It was my first time ever doing a powerlifting meet, so it was fun though. I had a hell of a fun time, and we all wore ugly sweaters, and I got caught up with my GNC here in town, and they gave me a bunch of stuff to give away for 3 different people. I did the best total, the best ugliest sweater, and then the best what do they call it for not total, but your total with your body.
Your Wilks or whatever.
Yeah, your Wilks. Yep. Okay. I was brain farted for. I'm a strongman, not a powerlifter. So and the best Wilks. So I I set the best total. Uh, and honestly, my squat, I had no idea what my squat was because I don't squat very often, or I didn't used to squat very often for strongman. So I opened up with like a 400 and ended up at 500. The weekend after, I squatted 585.
Jeez.
So I had like a 1340 total, and because my bench is shit, and
Mm-hmm.
but I deadlifted 585. So
Well, I seen you doing a 315 now on the bench for a few reps.
prior to the injury, yeah. Back in
Well, I think that the bench you'll definitely come back up on. That's I don't know why that's like my best. I guess I would say it's my best lift is my bench out of all of them. And like I never train bench. I never do anything with bench. It's just when like I guess I got naturally bigger upper body. So that's why
right.
it helps out. So that's like watching you, because I remember when I came the first time I worked out with you, you were doing, was it 295 overhead press on the Viking, or the Viking, and that, you have to have a good bench to be able to keep that steady. So I know you got a bit. I bet you if you trained with me for like 6 weeks straight, I bet you I'll have you doing 405 in no time.
Oh yeah, I mean I would bet that too. So I yeah, if it's something I was able to work on, yeah, I could be over. I've done 405 way back in
Mm.
the day on a Smith machine, which I don't count that, but yeah, that's all we
In
had.
high school, I used to do 405 all the time. I used to
Well, this
58
wasn't
reps.
when I was getting ready to compete in strongman. I was doing
Mm.
405 on a Smith machine, but that was when the only gym access I had was our work gym, and
Yeah.
that's all we had. And there was 2 Smith machines, which is not the same case anymore. But yeah, some other people took over the gym and got us some better equipment. We actually have at like a decent rack and a power lifter, deadlift platform out in front of it, which is pretty nice.
That's awesome. And I was seeing your gym on the YouTube, like your gym's coming along. I seen you got it all cleaned out and organized, and got your banners up, and that rack looks like my rack is just a simple old, nothing fancy rack. And like watching you be able to do your landline pull and all that shit on there, it's like you got safeties and every. I don't even have safeties. I guess that makes your lifts go up, is when you know that if you don't get it, you're gonna die. So
Right.
that's the best motivation you can get.
So was my issue too. Is well, you usually have somebody there training with you, right?
Generally now it's hard. I was alone for probably over a year, and then I finally got people to start coming and training. And then like with Fred, it's hard to find someone that has like the same motivation as me,
Right.
where it's like I almost need someone there sometimes because you just get better workouts when you have someone with you because they can point out the little things that you're not doing or motivate you when you don't feel like today was I felt terrible. Like, I don't feel terrible. I just it wasn't my greatest day working out, and well, Fred wasn't here today, so that's what. So sometimes you have that, but otherwise than that, it's not too bad to be alone. Like I said, though, like, you always train better when you have someone.
Well, I guess you should move closer to me.
I know. That's what you should move closer to me. We moved at the same time almost.
A year apart, but okay.
What? You've been here for a year?
Yeah, we last July.
Wow, my sense of time is off.
I know.
Jeez. Okay. Well, we moved within the same year-ish. So
True.
you moved it. I moved at the end of July. So
Okay, a year apart.
yeah, but yeah, that
I think we closed July 12th of last year. I believe maybe the 10th.
mine was July 31st on the dot because
Anyway.
we had to be moved out by like August 1st. So it was
Oh
very
shit.
close. Yeah, I moved everything in that day. Before the guy that owned this house signed the papers, I had all my stuff in here already.
So I would have been like that except for we closed on our house, and then the next day we went camping for a week.
You go camping for a week like 53 times a year.
Yeah, pretty much.
I know, like every time I see you, you're like, "Yeah, I'm going camping." Or you're on Instagram, time for a camp vacation from a vacation. I'm like, like, where you go? Are you stopping at another campground on the way back home?
Usually once a month we're gone somewhere. So it's funny because my wife just started her job last month, and they were giving her shit the other day. It's like, don't you go somewhere like every month?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I see you're like you'll be doing good on your vlogs and everything, and all of a sudden camping. And he's like, then you come back, yeah, sorry guys, I was camping. I'm actually getting ready to go camping today. Uh, that's the three things in all your videos. One, you get home from work and saying, just got home from work, about to have a meal, drink my pre-workout, and go work out, or it's just got back from camping, getting ready to go camping, or the last one's my favorite. Where you're just like, yeah, I didn't train today. I ended up having to do stuff around the house to change the kids, and then now I'm taking my pre-workout. I'm gonna go get some lifts in. Like that's like the three things that you always have in there in every video.
So here's my thing that I came up with. If I take my pre-workout, I'm going to lift because I'm not going to waste that pre-workout. So it's funny before because now that I've been on the fire department for a year now. Is I'll take the pre-workout, I'll go out to start lifting, and then we'll go to fire call. And then by the time I get home, the pre-workout's kicked in.
Yeah.
There's been a couple times, like last week, I took pre-workout. I started while I was doing that squat session. That might be why I hurt myself because I had a long pause in between my squat session as I went to a fire call and came back and had to keep lifting again. So uh, there was about a half an hour of rest time in there.
Well, I noticed that too. It's like you'll be in the middle, like you're doing your set of squats, and then the video you can tell there's a cut, and then you're wearing a completely different outfit, and you're like, is this a different day? Like I know there's long. I take like 15 minutes in between heavy squat sessions sometimes, but I don't change my outfit and everything.
You gotta rest and recover, buddy.
You got to be like Shaw does, and after every single lift, he has a different shirt on because he's sweating so bad.
Yeah. Well, no, the last squat video I posted is I don't think my outfit changed, but my shoes did. Because when I first started squatting, I was wearing my chucks, and then we got a fire call, and I was gonna have to put on fire gear. And I didn't want to have to get down to the station and take my chucks off at the station and put them back on. So I took the chucks off out in the garage, threw my flip flops on, and went down to the station. And then when I came back, I'm like, oh, it's too much work getting those back on. So I just put my regular shoes on.
Too much work getting my shoes on.
Dude, you wear chucks? high tops?
Uh-uh.
Oh man, you got because of their high tops. You got to undo
Mm.
the first couple eyelets down in order to get them on and off. So
Oh. I
that's
got
a
my
lot of work.
lifter, my Reebok lifters, and then I got for doing moving events, I got Walmart shoes because I found like if I buy $100 pair of Under Armour shoes and a $12 pair of Walmart shoes, they wear out the same exact amount of time for doing moving events
Hmm.
than to do a cardio. So it's like I'm not gonna spend all that extra money on a shoe just for like, no one sees me out here. So it's like what's the point of having? I got these and ones on. I blow the ass out of them, and I don't care. Just throw them away and get another pair brand
Do you
new
remember when
every week.
And1s was like top notch shit though?
Uh huh.
Now you
And
see them
then
at Walmart.
I noticed you grew up in poor too. And then you fight over the Shaq shoes that you get from Kmart. You remember those? You always had the Shaqs, the white Shaqs that said Shaq on the side. It had like him doing the hanging on the basket thing. And then you have those, and those usually last for about 3 weeks before they explode. So then you just my mom would always go, I got these BOGO coupons, and it's the blue light special down at the Kmart, so I can get 5 pairs of shoes for $25. And you
Right.
wear those for the whole school season.
So yeah, I remember our mall had an N1 store in it, and I had to get, I think it was a pair of shorts for gym class or something like that. And I'm like, Mom, I want these ones, and she's like, Your dad is going to kill me, but I'll buy it for you. And I think I still have those pair of shorts from junior high.
I just bought one of their hoodies, sleeveless hoodies at Walmart. It's like $11, but those things are perfect for stones because you can get tacky over the front of them. They're like the dry fit hoodie, so it's like the shorts. So you get tacky over the front of it, and it's $11. I don't care. I can go right over my other shirt or whatever I'm wearing, and it's nice to have that dry fit. I got the whole front of it's covered in tacky and chalk, so it's like. But then I don't even wash it. I don't throw it in the washer, nothing. Just leave it out in the gym, and then after like 3 weeks, you throw it away
Exactly.
because it usually gets all ripped up too. I found that because your shirts rip when you used to do stones. Because when I use tacky, they don't rip, or when I don't use tacky, they don't rip. When I use tacky, it just shreds them.
So I used to use the same shirt for Atlas Stones because the first competition I went to, I didn't know what tacky was. I didn't. I didn't.
Same.
I showed up and all these people are putting stuff on their arms. I'm like, what the hell is this? And I was the only novice to compete, so they had all the master class go before me, and then they had. I was the only novice, and they had me going head to head against a team. So when it was time to do stones, the stones I had to use were the same ones that the masters used, and I had a pair of Under Armour shorts and a cut off T-shirt from it was a firefighter company called Black Helmet Apparel. It was a dry wicking cut off T-shirt from them, and that was my Atlas Stone shirt for about 4 years. For training, for competitions, it was the same shirt I wore for every time I had to use stones and tacky. That was the shirt I wore. So eventually I had to throw it out because it finally got enough tacky on it and it ripped. And yeah.
That's one thing that's fun about like you said. The first time I was in novice class, I had no tacky, no nothing,
Mm,
and then they're like, "You should put some tacky on." So I wrapped my arms up, and then I probably put about less than a fingertip worth on my forearm. And I was like, and I look over at the other guy who's a new guy, and he probably had about 2 jars of tacky on his forearms. And then he goes, so then the whole stone is just coated in tacky. So it's like nobody else even needed it for the rest of the event. And then like grabbing that, and I didn't know what tacky was. I hold on to it, I go to let it go. It goes over the bar, takes my hands with it. It shredded my hands, shredded my shirt. But that was the first time I ever touched an Atlas stone was in comp because like it's not like you can just go to Dunham's and pick out some Atlas stones.
right. Yeah, so I got home from that competition and the first thing I did was I ordered um, an axle and I started looking around for Atlas stones and I talked to a couple people that I knew that made them, and it was way too much money to buy one from them. I got
Yeah.
looking, and I'm like, man, I can order a mold for that offline if I wanted to. So I started looking around at eBay, and I found my 16-inch mold. on eBay, and I can't remember how much it was to buy it online, 60, $70, and I got it for $50. So I got that, and that was the first two things I ever got from my gym. It was actually a stubby axle. I didn't realize it was a stubby axle until I got it. But it was only 4 foot long. So
What the
I got
fuck are you
that.
gonna do with that?
I got that, and I got my 16-inch mold, and yeah. So trying to clean and press with that 4 foot axle, my shoulder whip was hitting the 45-pound bars or 45-pound plates. So
I guess
I
that's maybe that one arm.
didn't use it for very long before I ordered a Rogue one. Yeah, you can single arm ones. Yeah, sure. Maybe some axle curls for sure.
That's a lightweight spot bar.
What does it even fit in the rack, man? It's too narrow.
They got that cheap rack you always see at Goodwill that has the uprights like this far apart.
Oh my god.
Like it's enough to get your head in there, and then the uprights are like right here. Like I never understood the point. Like how you gonna unrack that? Like my shoulders would hit those, then you go to unrack it, and it's like right here. So you're just doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no point in that.
I hung on to that, and I just recently sold that like last month. Yep. So I had 2 bars, Olympic bars, that were something you buy at like Dunham's. One had a bad collar on it, like the thread on part slid off, and one thread back on. I had another bar that had bent. Not as bad as yours, but it was bent. So I ended up putting those and that stubby axle on Marketplace. $40 for the axle. The other two are free. And then if you take the 2 Olympic bars and buy the axle, I'll sell it for $30. So I ended up having somebody that I know who has a gym and works at a gym buy it for all for $30. I'm like, I don't know what you're gonna do with this, but good luck, man.
That'd be good for YouTube videos. I don't know. I don't like what's the purpose? Why do they even make a 4 foot axle? Like, what's the intended use?
I was probably for CrossFitters.
Oh my god.
Get this. I didn't know anything about this when I bought it. Okay, so when I bought it, I'm like, oh, this is cheap. I'll buy it. Yeah, wrong me. So it's knurled too.
What kind of Chinese bar did you buy?
Dude, I don't even remember who I bought it from. It's been so long since I actually.
That sounds like my first log I ordered.
Like mine that I made.
Oh no. I went on Amazon and typed in Strongman log because I didn't know what Rogue was. I didn't know what Titan was. So I went on Amazon and typed in Strongman log. I was scrolling through and I found the cheapest one they had. So I didn't know nothing about 8-inch, 10-inch, 12-inch logs. So I thought that was like how long the pin was. I pictured all logs the same, just like they use for World's Strongest Man. So I ordered an 8-inch log from like, I don't know, like Gecko Logman Industries, something stupid. And I want you to take a shot on how much I paid for that 8-inch log.
180. Cheaper than that?
More.
240.
More.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
$325 for an 8-inch Chinese log.
Oh my god.
Oh no, I think it's better. And since it weighed 80 pounds, Amazon Prime couldn't ship it. So then I had to pay FedEx an extra $40 to ship it. So all in all, I have $360 into this piece of shit log. And I get it. I was so excited. And I was like, yeah, man, this thing's awesome. It's a log, never had that before. Go to competition. And it was a 12-inch log, Rogue. And it's 1,000% different. Like, it weighs, 100 pounds. It's bigger and everything. I'm used to this little tiny log that I can just, like, basically power clean and wiper press. And then I had that big 12-inch log, so then that was terrible. And then I discovered Rogue and Titan, and I found I could get a 12-inch Titan log with a competition for like $200. And can't return it now because it's been like when I bought that, it was a 6 months in when I discovered what Titan was. So I was like, yeah. And then I see now like I could get a pit bull mower for $400.
I thought they were cheaper than that even.
Man, Rona. Everything's
Yeah, everybody wants them, right?
yeah. It's like trying to order a barbell.
So when I first found out about Pitbull, he was still selling stuff on MySpace. So you would go onto MySpace, and I think the only reason why he wasn't on MySpace anymore is because MySpace isn't a thing anymore. He had to create a Facebook, so he doesn't have a website. You have to go onto Facebook and message him through Facebook, and that's how you order it. He sends you a link to his PayPal, and you pay him, and you get it shipped to you. So there's no. That's the only way you can buy stuff from him. He doesn't have. I think he's in Ohio even.
Really?
I think I'm not 100% sure on that. So I don't recommend his yokes. I've used his yokes, but his logs are nice. I'd use one of his yokes at a competition I did down in Arizona, and it was wobbly as none other.
That was better than the homicide yokes they had at Great Lakes last year.
Oh, those super
short ones.
I kept tipping over on everybody.
That was the two people. The one girl got like pancaked by it, and then the other guy went to the wall because he dropped it and it fell forward, pushed him and everything right into the wall. Because the stupid the legs on the feet were like half the size of a normal one.
Yeah, they're only like 3 feet long.
Mm-hmm.
4.
Yeah, like Matt stuff. I have a log that Matt built. Or I got a yoke that Matt built. Like that's nice. It's sturdy. And you can drop it. It slides. So it's nice. It has the runners on the bottom, so it actually slides a little bit. So it's not like a dead stop. Because that's how I ended up hurting my shoulder at Great Lakes. It caught the mat when I was going because I had it because it was so short. The legs were so short. It actually went back and forth a lot. So it caught the mat when I went to take off and pulled my shoulder back.
Yeah,
That was terrible.
that yoke. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, I beat you in the farmers, so.
You beat me in points overall too. So what'd you take? 7th and I got 9th?
Yeah. I was doing good though before that. Before I got hurt, I was happy. Cause I won the farmers, and then I was shooting to win the yoke. I was like up in the top 3 before that happened. But then I would have got killed in the overhead. I think it was like 300 for reps. I think it was
295.
Yeah, so I would have got killed in that like I did anyway. Yeah, but at least I could get it up. I like after it hurt my shoulder, I could barely clean it. Like holding it, like it was so much pressure. I couldn't even. It sucked. I was so mad.
I was happy. I probably could have got 2, but I got 1 and called it good and set it down. And I'm like, hey, that's a personal best. I'm done.
Yeah, that was awesome. You also got the 1 rep on the deadlift though, didn't you get 2?
I didn't get any reps on the deadlift.
What was the deadlift? 600?
That was 600 axle at 15-inch. Yep. I didn't hit it before in my training. I didn't have a way to train 18 or 15-inch either, so I was training off of believe.
Yeah.
But no, I was hoping to get at least 1 there, and I didn't because could we use straps? I can't remember. I think we could. Yeah, because I remember strapping in, and then Shane helped me out to work on that. Yeah, watching 2 weeks ago Great Lakes, them hitting that 18-inch deadlift max, that's gotten me wanting to train some. They were using a standard bar, so it wasn't an axle. So.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's why guys were hitting such huge numbers. Like Webb hit 905. He was the next closest to what Nick O'Hara lifted. So. Yeah, Jake Webb, he hit 905, I believe. Somebody tried 910, which I don't understand if they were doing 50-pound jumps, why they let somebody try to go 5 pounds over. did. Should have been.
I think once it got up that high, they didn't really care. They just wanted to go for.
I'm trying to look at competitions right now too.
Are you doing? Are you like loyal to USS, or do you don't?
I like USS because it's a cheaper yearly membership. I when Strongman Corporation was the only thing around, I was Strongman Corporation, but I don't know if you know the whole story behind why there's two.
Isn't it his ex-wife?
So yeah, Strongman Corporation is owned by Dion, and it was Dion and Willie, and they got divorced, and Willie went and started USSS. So Willie is such a cool guy, so that's why I favor towards USS, just because he's at like all our competitions.
Yeah.
The first competition I ever went to, he was there. Then he was doing the announcing. Then the next competition I went to, he was there doing a judging. I'm like, this is cool that he shows up to all this. That was when he was living in St. Louis, Missouri. Now he lives in Arizona after his divorce, and he still comes up here to our competitions in Michigan.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he was just at Great Lakes 2 weeks ago. So, it's just cool how he is always trying to be at some of the events somewhere. So,
yeah.
So that's kind of why I favor towards USS. I don't really care. If I could find a Strongman Corporation competition in Michigan that I want to do, I'll do it. But it kind of had a downfall in Michigan for a while because Aaron was the Strongman Corporation chair for the state, and he started doing this whole Strength Corp or whatever the hell it is now in
OSG Strength Games.
Yes, the
official Strongman Games.
Yeah, that's what it is. So he started doing that and got away from the Strongman Corporation, and then I can't think of it. The guy's name that's took over Strongman Corporation now. I think I was talking to him that throw down the thumb. I think it's Brian
Bonet.
Yeah, something like that. So he's the state chair for Strongman Corp now, and I believe Barkley's the Strongman or United States Strongman chair for the state. So it sounds like there's going to be starting to have more Strongman Corporation events in the state now that Brian's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
He was supposed to have a competition. I don't know if he ended up having it or not with COVID, but
there's one November 14th, I think.
Well,
it's
got the website open right now, so.
Yeah, there's they're having the static monsters? I think it's coming up. Yep. And then there's another one
in Michigan.
Yeah, they do it right there at the BYT.
Build your temple.
Yeah.
Oxford.
Yeah, it's his gym. And then that's I want to compete in Strongman Corp coming up this year is my competitions I want to try. So that one in Rhode Island, the Ocean State Strongest Man, that's my next one that I'm going to do for sure. That's coming up in June. This year it's this year it's an Arnold qualifier.
I'm not seeing anything on their calendar.
That one's in Rhode Island for June. Probably not announced yet. Yeah. Okay. It's probably not announced yet for sure. They don't know how it's gonna.
You're supposed to do that this year, weren't you?
Yeah, it got canceled. Oh, it got postponed, and then they hurry up and remade a date like in August, but I couldn't take time off of work to go to the new date.
I got you. Okay.
So I couldn't.
If I could find something in March, I'd probably do it.
I know, Matt. That's when we were gonna have the throwdown in the thumb. This year it was supposed to be in March, but then everything got canceled and closed. So that's why it was in July. But I don't know if he's going to do one in March.
Pushed back to April, and then he got pushed back again.
Yeah.
But underground.
Yeah, I think he's going to do. I don't know. I haven't planned nothing yet, but I think he's going to try to make it a Strongman Corp.
Yeah, it sounds like he talked to Brian at the event, and Brian convinced him to do it with Strongman Corp next year. Which, you know, I don't know if I'll help out like I did last year, or I'll
You're
compete.
competing.
I'm
You're gonna
competing.
compete. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Well,
gotta go head to head with you somewhere.
Big Kev is going to have a competition up in Gaylord.
When's that?
I don't know if he's decided on a time yet, but he's going to have it in the parking lot of the what's the Big Buck Brewery.
Oh, really?
Yep. So they have a huge parking lot there that we could do it in, and they also have the hotel next door where we could park there and have the whole parking lot for the competition. So, but they got
That'd
good
be
beer and
cool.
good food. So,
Yeah, that's all you guys say for me to be in.
what's that?
Is it? He's I think that would be like a novice one though. It's like not sanctioned by anyone. It's just like the throwdown was this year, right?
So as far as I believe, he's going to try and get it in Strongman Corp.
Oh,
And I've been talking with him quite a bit lately because he just qualified for USS Nationals for Masters. So he wants to start doing some more training with me and other people, other guys down here,
mm-hmm.
down to Matt's time or two. So I know he wants to start doing a lot more training with other people to get him ready for that. Reached out to me right after.
Nice.
Yeah, I went up there and was hanging out with him, and Jason Worley was another Masters. He actually won the Masters that week. So,
Well, nice.
and Jason's over by he's over in the Whitehall Hart area, by Silver Lake Sand Dunes.
Okay.
He's like, "Hey, I see you're over here camping a lot," and I'm like, maybe."
Only every other weekend.
He's like, "You'll have to stop into the gym." I'm like, "Well, we usually go over to Silver Lake Sand Dunes every other year, so." He's like, and I'm like, next year's our year to go over there. He goes, oh, by then I'll be living closer to the dunes, so you'll have to definitely come. I'm like, all right. I'm
I
down.
know that's what. It's funny how everyone that like it's in our group is so spread out. Like there's no one within like 20 minutes of each other.
Right.
So like
All
Fred,
apart.
luckily Fred works for me, works at my company, so he comes over every day anyway. So he trains with
Sure.
me right after work,
Sure.
and
That's awesome.
yeah, especially since sometimes I forget to punch him out or get him off the clock. So like one day he got paid for a workout, and I was like, hey, at least you're sponsored. It's at the end of the year anyway, so I tried to give him some more hours because it's so crappy out. So I was like, yeah, I don't care. That's all right for you. Like, you earned that PR. You
You
got
guys
paid
do
for that PR.
plowing too, don't you?
Yeah, but if there's no snow, it kind of really bummed me last year. There was like
Fall cleanup.
nothing. Yeah, fall cleanups are my big thing right now, and
Nice.
it's hard because it rains every day to get out there and get the leaves.
Right.
But that's why we're working tomorrow and hopefully not Sunday. I don't want to work Sunday, but
Comes down to you'll have to.
yeah. And but yeah, like everyone's so far spread out apart, but we still like, hey, I'm gonna train with you one time this year. Like
Right.
it's
Oh, yeah. If I've talked to a lot of people that live fairly close to me. I'm like, come train. I mean, like, you don't have to pay me anything to
mm-hmm.
use my gym. Just come.
Oh,
Be
you're better than me. I charge everyone a case of water if they want to train with me because I always forget to grab water. So I'm like, and they're like, what do I owe you? I'm like, nothing. But if you come again, bring a case of water because I always forget.
I mean, I give people stuff when they come to my house to train. Here, take some sample packs.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to come up there then. Need some more. I just bought that extra tub of MRE and I've been eating on that. But now that I put that in my oatmeal every day, I got the oatmeal cookie flavor and I put it in my oatmeal. Oh my god. Ooh, that's the light stuff though. I always
Yeah,
take the
I know.
heavy.
I have something here somewhere. That's total war. Here you go.
There we go. What flavor is that?
Fudge brownie.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's pretty heavy. There's a lot in there still.
Yeah, you think 7 pounds is a lot until you got to put 4 scoops in a single shake.
Right?
So it's like it's still only like 30 servings or 30 days worth or whatnot.
4 scoops, 50 grams of protein.
That's it. Remember when you go to Walmart and you see like the Forge Fitness, whatever, and it says like 75,000 grams of protein per scoop, and you're just like, yeah, let's get bulk, and then all it is just wood shavings and fucking Kool-Aid, like, and then you're like, man, I got my gut is killing me.
Right. So I had a buddy when I started working with, not working with different supplement companies, but favoring different supplement companies over others, and he he was totally into that Forge Fitness. Well, it's what, $15 for 2 pounds of protein powder. I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah, you get what you pay for there, bud.
yeah, you're gonna have a great shits for about 3 days after you take two of those, and it's like
It's
it's like pre-workout gut.
yeah. Then a lot of people, I use what was that 6 Star brand? Was that 6 Star?
Yeah, yeah, the one with Gronk on it now. Like, somehow
Yep.
they paid Gronk enough money to put his face on that trash.
Right. Yep. I used that. Oh yeah, and Smart Special. EAS, that was the other one.
EAS, yeah, 'cause that was Myoplex. Remember back when Myoplex was just like that was the top of the line. Like you open up Muscle and Fitness, and that's right there. I drink Myoplex, and it always has like Ronnie Coleman drinking that, and I'm like, then you want like knowing what we know now, it's like Ronnie Coleman spit that shit right back into a bucket and said, "Yeah, but I throw everything out the window after it was done."
Yeah, buddy. Cool, man. So when are you coming over?
Uh, what do you not work? Don't you work like 14 days in a row, and you're camping the other 7?
You gotta do something, man. You gotta do something to be able to pay for those vacations. No, so I work at weekends. Like I work tonight. Like not right now, but I'll be at work in 12 hours from now. But so next weekend I'll be off. So the 31st and the 1st, and
Well,
then
hell, at this rate, it doesn't even have to be a weekend anymore because I'm working like, depending on the weather, like I'm working between like 3 and 4 days a week right now. So,
yeah.
and
So then
usually,
so then what I'll do is I'll take my schedule, which is right here on my phone. I'll just screenshot it and send it to you. Like, tell me what time you're gonna be here, and I'll try to be awake.
don't worry, you'll take your scoop of pre-workout and then you'll show your meal prep.
Well, I'll get some grits and eggs in, and I'll be good to
Dude,
go.
how do you eat grits, man? That is
So
trash.
I didn't like it at first. At first, I was buying the packets of
Ooh.
it that had they were like buttered grits. So then I started buying because I found it was cheaper to buy just the container of grits. So what I do is I take my eggs in a pan. I've just put them on the lowest heat setting I can. I put 4 eggs, just a little bit of olive oil on the bottom, and I just let those cook with a lid on them at the lowest setting until the yolk of the egg gets a little white glaze over top of it. Those are done. So then I take my grit. What?
You like that white glaze on your eggs,
Yeah,
don't you?
I thought what you're winking at me there. So then I
I see
take
what you're saying.
my grits in the microwave. They're plain grits, and then I add a tablespoon of butter to it, 2 slices of pepper jack cheese, and hot sauce, depending on how what flavor it is or whatever. It depends on how much I add to it. I put my eggs on the top. Oh, and then I add garlic powder, and it's actually really good. Like some days when I don't have it, I fucking crave it.
Really.
I'm
I
like,
take my greens every day, and I always put them in cranberry juice, and that's my like way. Because like normally, I can't take greens in water. I don't know what kind of fucking madman people do that put greens in water and drink it.
what are you using though?
Just that like healthy greens. Some I don't know some brand like the name brand greens that you get at like all stores. I know I don't use the GI gut health or whatever it was, but
That's what you need to have, man.
well, is it flavored?
Grape.
Oh, grape.
So yeah, they have grape, and then they have the grape is really good. I actually mix it with my double tap, so it's really good. And then they have a pineapple banana, maybe.
What do they? How do they come up with these flavors? Pineapple, banana.
I believe
Might
I'm
be.
not 100% sure if that's the flavor. don't like banana, so I've never tried that one. That's the only 2 flavors that they have.
Yeah, I've been using. I put those every morning with my cranberry. I mix up cranberry juice and I chug that down, and then I'll clean out the shaker, and I'll usually put the MRE in there for pineapple banana. I never would have thought to combine those 2 monsters together, but I'll do my MRE as my snack. So I'll have breakfast, then an hour later MRE, and then lunch, and then I'll do snack like usually applesauces and a protein like jerky, and then pre-workout meal, which is carbs and protein, and then I'll have my dinner afterwards. And then I usually have snacks at night because I'm still hungry. Because if I don't, I'll do an MRE right before bed. Because if I don't, I wake up and I'll wake up at 3 in the morning, my stomach's just growling. I'll need to eat something. Ever since we started doing this new training block like that, where it's just doing all that, I have to eat, and I can tell if I don't eat. Like you always watch like Sean them, like I missed the meal, I felt bad, like, or I made everything. Like it makes a huge difference if you miss a meal. It's crazy.
Right. Right. Yeah, when I'm getting close to a competition on 5 meals a day, easily.
Sounds
Not
so
only that,
good.
but five. What's that?
That sounds good. I remember you had those hamburgers at one time or something like that. I seen you're making a video, and I haven't had a hamburger in so long right now. It's like craving it.
What the hell are you eating?
Mostly right now I've had chicken, salmon, tilapia, and then I haven't had steak in a little while either. It's
You
been
doing your nutrition for?
huh?
Is she doing your nutrition for you too?
A little bit, yeah. And then I'm actually right now I'm going to be starting my ISSA, ISSA. I'm going to become a certified nutritionist and strength and conditioning
Sweet.
coach. So
Sweet.
I got like 6 months of classes before I get that license with them. So it's going to be a little
Nice.
while yet. But yeah, I'll have that, and then I think I'll do coaching if anyone's watching and interested in that. I plan on doing coaching and nutrition.
Wait! Do I got a point to hit you? There you go. Yeah.
There we go. I gotta do that. Oh yeah.
Which
Never mind. Which way's the gym?
You can tell you're outside. You're a lot more tanner than I am. But either there's the weird lighting in here.
I got the yeah. See, oh, you can see the farmer's tan line like on the outside to the inside. I even set up a lighting kit. That's what I noticed all the famous YouTubers do. They have a nice lighting kit. So I took my lamp and dragged it directly into my face, so it's blindingly light. Because if I don't, you can see the like. It's a little different. So you throw this bad boy on. It takes away all your imperfections.
Right above me. Here, I gotta figure out what. There's a ceiling fan right there. You see the blade off of it.
Yeah.
And then I have the computer screen in front of me, and then I have a big size TV, that 32-inch TV right in front of me. I got dual screens going on. So I got the was it StreamYard?
StreamYard.
And I have that set up on my laptop, and then up above me here I have like all the other windows that I'm showing and stuff are open up here, along with the actual YouTube channel with the live stream going on, because the chat shows up quicker on there, but the video is delayed on there, but the chat shows up quicker. So rather than what's down here on the window, it's a little bit slower. I don't know. It's weird.
I know I'm building my PC right now. I'm gonna stream like video games and stuff and edit. I'm gonna start filming workouts and stuff again, doing my YouTube. But the problem I haven't done anything is my computer I had destroyed itself, and I've been so busy throughout the year because I'll work, get home at 5, and then eat and train for 2 hours until like 7:30, 8 o'clock ish. Eat, shower, and then it's like 8, 9 o'clock at night, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna play my Xbox for 20 minutes or PS4 for like 30 minutes, and then go to bed. So it's been like just every day is this pattern, but it's nice because then you don't break routine.
Right. But, I mean, that's why I'm planning on, after get done doing this, is turning the PlayStation on. So that's what I did last night. I didn't do much, but on there, but.
What are you playing?
Not really anything fancy right now. I just got some free games that I downloaded. I think last night I played some poker and a little bit of Rocket League.
I kicked back into the Minecraft and I started Minecrafting again. And now I'm like because like I don't know how 2013 is the last time I really played it much. So 7 years, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, this is fun. And the next thing you know, it's like, oh, it's been 3 hours and I'm building this stupid house. Like,
I was doing with the kids playing Minecraft. I had this one where I had set up. I was just building like characters and stuff like that.
hmm,
Because I found it. I was watching some Twitch one day, and this chick, she was going around and building different characters from different shows and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, that looks like fun. So I started doing that. And then I was showing the kids it one day, and my daughter's like, oh, can you build this? And I'm like, sure. Let me figure out how to do it. So then it turned into me making different Paw Patrol characters for the kids and stuff. You can easily get
oh
wallowed
yeah.
that for a couple hours.
Like when I was working landscaping and everything, I'd get laid off in the winter and I'd just collect unemployment. I had nothing to do all day. And I played Minecraft and it just got so bad. And it's embarrassing to say now, but I have a world that I have over 200 hours in. And it's like you see those things where it's like this guy took 5 years to build this Minecraft world. It was turning into like that, where it was just like it was just as far as you could see, everything was designed, built, landscaped, and I was like, this is great. And then all of a sudden I was just like, I need to get a girlfriend. Like this is getting bad. And then I met Ashley like literally a couple weeks later, and it turned into
Look
I
what
haven't played
happened when you
Minecraft
leave your house.
since. Exactly.
Well, that's awesome, man. No, I get it. That's I don't get on and play unless like I'm on night shift like I am right now,
Hmm.
and I have the time and everybody else in bed, and it's my time to just stay awake because this whole month I'm working nights. So
So
it's yeah, I get up at noon and do what I need to do before the kids get home, or I gotta go get the kids, or the wife gets home from work and get my stuff done, and then the rest of the night is me sitting at this desk or sitting in my lazy boy watching TV or playing
hmm.
games on my phone or something like that. So
I know that's
yeah,
what I when in the wintertime I turn like nocturnal. Like I'm up all night, sleep. I go to bed at like 3 in the morning, wake up at like 10 in the morning, and then do my day, whatever. Nothing to do. It's hard because like working out's great, and then I even try to like make that take up more time because there's like then it's like I eat and work out and then just sit here, and it's just like, well, I don't want to spend any money. I don't want to do anything too crazy. And it's like, oh, I guess I'll go cardio or do just something play Xbox or play PlayStation for 13 straight hours. That's a bad habit to get into because it's hard to break that habit.
yeah, gotten better because it's just there's other things I can do too. Well, now mobile gaming has been so crazy lately too. I mean, that's what keeps me awake while I'm at nights at work too is mobile gaming.
You mean working?
No, I mean you don't know what I do for a living, do you?
No.
No, I mean I literally play PUBG Mobile and to keep me awake. So
Oh yeah, PUBG. I,
Fortniter.
I no, I played too much. I have 113 wins in PUBG Mobile.
Oh really?
Yeah,
You're gonna have to let me add you.
I can't say my name or the.
Yeah,
I can probably get on YouTube.
shoot me a text.
I'll show you.
Cool, man. Well, I'm going to go eat my second lunch.
We should do a podcast.
Oh yeah, this is the whole thing, man. I did one last week, and I'm gonna start doing this probably once a week. So anytime you want to join me, you're available. So I'm probably gonna do every other Friday and every other Saturday when I'm off work. So it might be more than likely probably be earlier than this when I'm on day shift. So I'm not normally up at midnight all the time. So
Also, I think like because we can. I have enough like. So did you see I posted your thing on Facebook?
what's my thing on Facebook?
Your channel. I
Oh,
got you. I got you 3 subs.
oh really?
Yeah, you're up to 294, I think.
Okay. Yeah, see, I'm at 295 right now, looking up there.
Maybe yeah, 295 is what it was. I remember because I had two of my friends subbed, I think, and then I had Ashley subbed.
I had someone from like Unionville area sub.
That was my mom.
Oh really?
Yeah, I think it's one of the persons that one of the people off my post. Yeah, I posted on Facebook. I don't think I tagged you in it though.
Oh, maybe that's why I didn't see it. I know I'm not on Facebook a lot.
Oh, and it's on my.
One day I go subscribe to my friend, help him hit his goal. Oh, nice. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Simon.
Yeah.
Maybe that was the name I saw.
No, that's another one of the friends that subbed.
Okay, so I saw a name on here the other day. They're from Unionville area. L. Tacey. Is that your mom?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I was trying to figure out who that was. Cause I went and looked at it, and they uploaded like 2 videos 4 years ago.
Yeah, it sounds like my channel. Have you seen my video on my channel?
Your video on your channel.
Yeah, my cringe video I made when I was learning how to edit using the free editor software.
It wasn't terrible.
Oh man, that was like listening to my voice, like no mic, terrible camera. At least the camera quality was good. That's what I was happy. You gotta get that
I don't
Apple.
ever use a mic, man. This is the first time I've ever used this on my channel. They're doing a couple voiceovers, but that's about it.
That's what I meant the voiceover because it's like you have to have that confidence when you're talking. Like I'm talking to you, I'm confident, but like when you're talking to nobody, you're just like, yeah, today I decided I was going to do bench press, and it went really
That's how it was
well.
at the beginning of the stream before you joined. I'm like, yeah, this is the deal for this weekend.
It's so hard not to like talk, like it, so that especially when you're doing something like this live where people can watch you because you know someone's going to be watching you, and it's just like, and you're just like, how should I talk? Should I present myself?
So this is crazy. So I did one of these live streams last week, just like this. It was just me by myself. I had one person watching live, and I was commenting along with what they were saying, right? So when I posted that, it now has over 91 views.
Really?
Yeah, and it's like, what the hell? And like one comment, it's like everybody's watching this. It's got, let's see, almost 700 watch minutes.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It was an hour long. So right now, I'm going on 2 hours almost with
Yeah.
it. So crazy.
Wow. Especially you think about if we could come up with like a name for like do a podcast or something like make it like you have an intro like that like make it an actual like an H3 podcast or Massonomics. You ever listen to them?
I've heard
Oh,
of them,
they're
but I've heard of them, but I haven't watched much of their material.
yeah, it's their podcast. It's just two guys, Tanner and Tommy, and they talk like this, and then they have guests on every now and then from because they built up enough of a community to get known. And I got a lot of their shirts and stuff. I love their shirts because
Okay.
they're the ones that they're like the fake beer ones or it said Deadlifter instead of Budweiser. But like them, and they talk, and it's just a weekly thing they put out on iTunes and Spotify and all that, and YouTube. And it's just they call it the lifting podcast about nothing. Like it's just
Okay.
they'll talk about like their biggest. You just listen to one episode of it next time, like when you're at work on a podcast. If you however you listen to it, it's Massonomics. And like they have a bunch of inside jokes about LaCroix and apple pie, McDonald's apple pies, and like when they rate things, they rate them on JD Power Awards or Power Associate Awards, like you guys see on TV. So it's just funny. Like I was thinking, I love like this thing. Like say me and you on here, we get Matt on as a guest because how much of a character he is, and then
Yeah.
like
Yep.
like have that, just have like a basic. So like, I mean, how you started lifting? Make no names.
Yep.
Or just people like that, just get practice. Or if you ever do meet someone like Shaw at an airport, and like, hey, do you want to do our podcast? Like, like that.
Sure.
So you can,
Oh, yeah, this
sure.
is absolutely something that I started, and honestly, you can see by the name. This is the 8th podcast that I've done, and I've thought for a while of what the name I was going to do. I did some live streams before, and then I mean, I was looking back. This is the first live podcast I've done in 2 years, and I'm like, I had so much fun doing that, communicating with people, and then I had some other YouTube friends that started doing them on this website here called StreamYard, and you could bring other people in. And I can't remember how many. I can have like up to 8 people here in here if I wanted to.
Really?
Yeah, it's a lot. So it's a good way to just have a general conversation. Like, I mean, when's the last time you and I actually talked like this, right? So
Yeah.
it's been a while, but I mean, it's good conversation too. So that people can take some shit out of this. I mean, listen to Joe Rogan's podcast, right? He has
Yeah, it's
somebody
just
on for like 3 hours, and they just shoot the shit the whole entire fucking time, smoking dope and drinking whiskey. So
Hey, it's like that's what's nice. It's like I said, like sometimes this is what people want to see. It's just two people bullshit, and not
right,
you don't have to be like, okay, from 5 minutes to 10 minutes, we're gonna talk about strongman lifts.
exactly.
Like sometimes someone pops up on here. Like if I could share the link or whatever on my Facebook, you have someone pop in. That's how you. Someone asks you a question like, how do you get started in strongman? That gives you 30 minutes of just talking. You know, it's crazy. That's what like I never had. As soon as I get my computer finished, like I said, I'll start streaming and having that more interactive for my channel or my Instagram or Twitch or whatever the hell I'm going to use. And having that, like I said, I want to have like an actual podcast where it's like once a week you get on for 30 minutes or 45 minutes and you just talk about lifting or get a guest or something like that and just have like that'd be sweet to be able to do that, especially if you can get a sponsor like Spud Inc. So I can say like like having that sponsor like that is part of the Massonomics joke. But you'll see that. Like I tell you, gotta listen to one. You'll understand all the off the wall lingo.
So I didn't tell you. I don't know if you've heard yet. You see, I'm working with Lifting Large now.
Are you?
Yep. So I don't have
Nice.
like a discount code or anything with that I'm aware of, but
It's
it's an
home of the
affiliate.
deadlift socks.
It's an affiliate link. Not
Yeah.
not Lifting Large. Yeah. Can't
So you know, fucking
Lifting
company.
Large.
I'd like to let you all know about my company. Insert here.
Right. So
Here's
yeah.
my link.
Why can't I think? I'm trying to think. I had too many beers. That's why.
Do you get that on Instagram? The message request where it's like, "Hey, I'm Tony, and I'm from hardcore lifting. I noticed your Instagram page. I want to offer you a spot on our affiliate." I get like 6 of those a day, and I don't even
Like
post nothing.
I got
Yeah.
so many today. Yeah, liftinglarge.com.
You got
I
to
knew
say,
what I was saying, but then you made me second guess. Yes, they do have deadlift socks. They got a bunch of
yeah,
them.
it's the ground lock. It's home of the. It's the only. It's some. Yeah, 'cause that's part of the, their Massonomics sponsored.
Oh,
So I
they're
hear their
sponsored
ads. Yeah.
through. Okay, cool. So I don't have like a discount code or anything to use. It's just like an affiliate link type of things, as far as
Yeah.
I'm aware of. So, but yeah, I've ordered a lot of stuff from them in the past, and um, I've apparently signed up for it and didn't realize it. And I was looking for something because I was tried to, I found Evolution Athletics had an affiliate sign up area, and I never heard
Mm.
back from it. And I'm like, oh, well, it'd be cool to have something like that type of thing. So
Yeah.
then I went to Tough Wraps, signed up for them, never heard back from them. I'm like, what in the hell? I'm like, well, who else can I sign up for that, I actually have something from them and I can
Yeah.
say that I already have something from them type of thing. So I went to Lifting Large and was looking at buying some chalk because I'm almost out. I'm like, oh, I wonder if they got something on here. And I scrolled down. I'm like, oh, they do. So I started signing up for it. And it's like, your email has already been signed up for. So you just need to approve this. And I'm like, all right. So I did it. And it's like, congratulations, you've been approved as one of our affiliates. And I'm like, well, that was a lot easier than trying to get the Evolution Athletics or Tough Wraps. So
Yeah.
deal. So I already had a banner. I bought a deadlift suit from them. Can't remember when I got it. Earlier this year, late last year. And I usually buy all my tight tacky from them because they have spider tack. Um, Same with liquid chalk. So I've bought a crap ton of stuff from them in the past. But
How's your suit fit?
it fits good. But I've only worn it once, and I just need to wear it more often and get it broken.
I haven't bought one yet, but I was thinking about it. It's hard to tell because some competitions now are letting you wear them and some of them are not. So it's kind of iffy if I want to drop $200 on a suit that I can't use in comp.
So I went to Lifting Large and I bought one of their suits off there. I can't remember. I believe it's a Titan. Getting it up. It's like their entry level suit basically. It could be used for deadlift and squats. It's nothing fancy. It's the Titan Superior squat suit. It's $86.
Hmm. guess I gotta measure myself to figure out how to probably like
It goes off
4x or
weight.
3x. Oh, does it?
Yeah.
How does that work though? Because
I'll pull it up here for you.
you can be different shapes at different weights.
Okay, so here it is.
Ooh, I love cookies.
Okay, so this is the same one I got. It says squat, but if you go to their deadlift suits, it's the exact same. Yep, superior squat and deadlift. Basic entry level, great for beginners, intermediate, but don't let the entry level class. Okay, so I got this. I don't remember what size I got, so it goes off body pounds, right? So up to 374 pounds. I believe I got a 56. I want to say. Okay, so I cannot. Squatting with. I was using the safety squat bar, and I think I had 4 plates on each side, and I could not hit parallel. So I got thinking, I'm like, if I can't hit parallel with 4 plates on each side, how much can I actually squat with? Because it wasn't heavy. And
That's
that was
awesome.
with a safety squat bar. And then I threw it on, and I wanted to do some. Was at my buddy's house down in Montrose, and I'm like, I want to try doing frame because he's got the Titan frame down at his place.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see how much I can deadlift with this in a frame. He's like, all right, because I'm like, I could do. What did I do at? What did I say? 905. I'm like, I could easily hit over 1,000 with a suit on, right? So I couldn't get down far enough to reach the handles. So I could lean to one side and grab the one side, but I couldn't get back over to get the other side without lifting the one side up. So I don't know if I bought it too tight and need to get the next size up, or what the issue was, or if I just need to break it in. That's probably what it is. I just need to.
Yeah.
If you're gonna break it in, it's not gonna be as tight as it was, right? So I don't know.
I know I need to order new knee sleeves. I love my Cerberus ones. I got to get new ones. I've had them for about just under a year, but the seams on the sides are starting to like split from because I wear them, like twice a week or 3 times a week, depending on what I'm training.
I was looking at signing up with, or trying to get an affiliate link with them too, but they sell supplements, so I couldn't do that.
Oh, really?
I think it would probably be frowned upon.
Yeah. You think they would notice?
I don't know. I don't know if they would or not. I think eventually they would, but I don't think it would be good at first or after a while. But yeah, they tell you can work with any other company as long as they don't sell supplements. So I figured this would be a good thing. And then I got another company that I work with too. I honestly haven't bought anything from them or haven't had gotten any sales with them, so it's not something I boast
I
about.
know. I'd love to have a Cerberus sponsor, either way, but I don't know. I just don't like. I don't have the motivation to post like, oh, go like you do with Redcon, where you're posting all their sales and stuff. And I'm like, I guess I don't pay. I'm not on Instagram that much, so it's hard to really look into all that nonsense.
I can usually tell when you are because you actually like my stuff.
Yeah, I get on Instagram once a week, whether it likes me or not. I scroll for about 3 minutes, so.
So the nice thing about lifting large, I found, rather than getting like tough or anything like that, is they have everything. And then if I wanted to get into, powerlifting, is they have a specific spot where it's just equipment that's what you can use.
Well, if you're gonna get into powerlifting, you don't want to do IPF. You want to be non-tested. Grab me a water.
Why would you say that? Hi,
Well,
Ashley.
no, not Ashley. It's Clayton this time.
Oh, what's
Ashley
up?
sleep. She had to work all day.
What's up, bitch?
Huh? Tony, we're live. We're doing a podcast. Don't you like my streaming setup here with the lights and everything? It's very fancy. Top of the line. No? Yeah. We're bringing knowledge to the millions. After this, you ain't gonna be able to talk to me, boy. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no stock is another. They sell Skull Smash.
Do they? I like yeah, lifting large. That's the brand that yeah right there. I got that. I ordered it on Amazon though. I didn't use your affiliate link.
Well, you didn't know about it either, so. So they got Cerebrus knee sleeves there too. See?
Yeah.
The thing I liked about what they have to offer with this site is they sell everything.
Everything.
Yep.
You ever try that liquid chalk?
Yeah, I like liquid chalk for doing farmers.
Oh yeah, that's right. I had to do farmers last week, and I was doing speed runs for 40 because I have to do 40 feet because that's my barn or my gym length. I couldn't do 60 feet, so I was shooting for 40 feet in under 5 seconds for 5 sets.
Oh wow. How heavy?
315.
Okay. Nice.
Telling you gotta come down here and visit. Oh, yeah, Pioneer. You gotta come down and visit the Iron Farm gym sometime too.
The new one. New
Yeah,
location.
V2.
I guess this would be my location as well that you haven't been to either. So at least I'll
This
see you.
Sanford, the SSG.
Well, I'm not in Sanford anymore though, so I gotta come up with a new name.
Yeah, you gotta.
I have a new name in mind that I like, but the wife doesn't like it as much as I do. So.
What do you got?
Well, because we're located on Chippewa River, right across the road from us. I like the River Monster Gym.
River Monster. I like that. That is pretty cool. Yeah, River Monster. And then RMG. Because then when you get big and fancy, you can call it RMG.
There we go.
And it'd be like one of those. That could be your logo to the little R, huge M with like it looks like a musky like chomping like, and then G. That'd be cool. There's your River Monster.
I was thinking like, remember you might be too young. It was a TV show called The Thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is like
that'd be cool.
Something nasty walking out of the water.
Have you seen the Iron Farm logo, the official one?
You got a new one?
It's on Facebook. If you go to the Facebook page.
I mean, I probably have. I just can't.
I got the flag made. It's hanging in the gym, so it's officially established.
Oh, nice.
I got all the equipment hung up there. I got all my flags hanging on the ceilings, or on the ceiling. Yeah. I don't know why I couldn't crop it to Facebook settings, so it cuts off the actual ends of the barbell. But I got T-shirts. I'm gonna make 2 from Underground Printing that are gonna come up. So I took inspiration. Remember Tap Out? How everyone had Tap Out brand? How they used to have the shirts that said like Tap Out like a sash. That's how I was gonna say Iron Farm. It's gonna be like on an angle like that. And then we haven't came up with like a good motto yet for Iron Farm.
Nice.
I was thinking like some stupid like cultivating strength or something like that. 'Cause, farming.
Right.
That's funny. Yeah, I'm gonna go grow up now. Sorry.
Well, it looks like your new place is for not farmy.
Yeah, I'm actually in town now.
I was gonna say, what the hell, man?
Well, here's the thing.
You gotta change the name of it too. You're not in a farm anymore.
No. Hell no. The Iron Farm is established. I have over 150 likes, I think, on Facebook, so I made it big time. You can't go changing things now.
101.
101, yeah. See, I'm over 100, so that's pretty much a big deal. You want an autograph, it's $10. No, but here's the thing. What am I going to change it to? Because someone told me Iron Farm Garage. I'm like, that sounds like a fucking mechanic. Like, if you go down to the Iron Farm Garage because the combine broke down again, like, you don't want that. Because I even changed because there's another strength. It's called All American Fitness or something like that in town. And I even changed my Facebook page as the motto now. It's the strongest gym in Mayville. So I'm calling them out. I'll take them on right now. Little competition in the VFW hall right next door. I don't care. We'll go out. We'll throw down.
Nice. Oh yeah, I'll be down.
Yeah, it's like I want to put up a hot tub because I got a lean-to right off of the gym, and we want to put a hot tub there eventually too. And I'll do my like Juji Mufu cold tub style.
There you go. I think you're gonna get into bodybuilding.
Not even close. Couldn't be that strict on a diet if you paid me.
Nice.
And I'm pretty sure I don't think it's really natural to be like 250 pounds with like 4% body fat. I don't know. It's just me, but
How tall are you?
6'5".
Exactly. There's your only downfall right there. You don't see many bodybuilders that are over 5'10".
Yeah, it's like a jockey. But that's it. Like I don't know.
Hey, I'm 5'10".
Are you
I am.
really? I thought you were over 6.
I wish.
We'll just call it 6 foot. That's what you do.
That.
You're a heavyweight though. It's fine. It's now.
Oh, geez, look at that comment.
What was that?
Do you see the comments?
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'd pay top-notch dollars for this to be put on Apple Podcasts so I can listen to this every day. All right, cool. So I will Venmo me and get that put on.
You can cash at me, too real the thickest at cashapp.com. With 3 C's. Thick with 3 C's.
Oh, they already left.
Oh, that's all right.
Oh, there's 3 people watching. They came in, left a comment, and left.
Hey, that's all I need. That's a view, if you ask me.
Jesus.
YouTube's gonna send you your partnership here pretty quick.
I already have. I'm already partnered with YouTube.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, it's from the Arnold videos, right?
Yeah. So back before you needed to have 1,000 subscribers and was monetized, but I still got my partnership.
So do you make anything, or do you have?
No, because I can't monetize because I'm not over 1,000
Mm.
subscribers. If I was over 1,000 subscribers, I would be able to make money off YouTube. So at one time, I was making money off YouTube, and it wasn't enough for me to get paid by them. So I never got a check, but I had money that I made off YouTube without getting paid. So before they switched over to you had to have 1,000 subscribers.
Well, shit. I think if we keep this podcast up, I bet you we can get there. And well, look at Tom Finn, Huck Finn's podcast. He went from nothing to him and no, what's his name? The other little bearded guy, the powerlifter, but Tom something. But they went from doing a podcast just like this with like most basic equipment. Now they got sponsored by like 4 different companies, and they actually have a legit podcast set up now. And they do that.
They were training in like a shed, weren't they?
Yeah, they still are. The shed.
Training in the shed? Okay.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've been able to watch his stuff, but and not only that, but he's got like people, big name people coming to train with him all the time. So
yeah, he had Steffi Cohen in the shed. He had Ed Cohen in the shed.
Yep.
But that's the thing. Like he's a big deal at the Arnold too. I was so mad this year that we couldn't go. They canceled the day before we were gonna leave.
Right.
But that's I think we can make this podcast into something. We got to come up with a good popular name. You gotta have a catchy name.
You don't like my name?
Oh, I love your name, but it's not catchy. Yeah, think of it. You gotta have it like you gotta have something catchy. Like when you're scrolling through and you see on Facebook, you have a funny logo or something and a cool name. It makes you stop for a second. See, otherwise you end up sounding like Caleb Beck's podcast. Where you ever listen to Starting Strongman? Hey guys, today is Caleb Beck, and we're gonna interview Zadrunas Savickas. And I'm like, what?
Why?
Like, I was like, come on, dude. I listened to the podcast of Zadrunas. I was so mad because he's like, hey Zadrunas, how was your big lift? And then Zadrunas would talk. He's like, yeah, that's really cool. Like, continue it on. Like, yeah, and like that's how you interview someone. It's simple. It's yes, and it's always keep it going. Don't if you're both sitting there like it's so awkward when there's a dead pause.
Yep. Get that. And that's why I've been trying all week to try and get somebody to get on here with me. And I'm glad that you were able to, because this turned out a lot better than it would be. I would have been done an hour ago.
Yeah. Well, like when I was watching at the beginning, I was like, I think I might. Because I told Ashley when she got home, I think I might podcast or do the live stream. I didn't know if I could or not with my setup not having. But that's all I needed was a laptop, so yeah, it worked out pretty good. And then, like I said, when I build that PC, I'll get an actual camera. And for making YouTube, have a good camera. Oh, yeah. Sorry, my dog's up all open my business. But yeah, like I said, you said you gotta get going, and then you gotta go eat.
I'm gonna go grab something to do.
Well, yeah, keep me informed on how this ends up turning out. If you get your good listen minutes or whatnot.
Yeah, if it turns out the last one, yeah, it was kind of weird, and all of a sudden that one just started blowing up all of a sudden. So yeah, I'm definitely going to keep these up regardless of how that turns out. So it's just.
Are you gonna put a bunch of catchy what's those called, tags in the bottom, like hashtag?
So I already had. Oh, on the bottom of the video once I upload it.
Yeah, or whatever, the tags where people search.
Yeah, I'm trying to get better with that. I usually forget to do it.
That's the main thing for getting an audience out. Like I found with advertising my business, Facebook on your ads allows you to. Fucking breaking news here. You got.
I thought you were talking about these tags down here at the bottom.
No, like on the bottom in the description, or
yeah.
Because like I advertised my business, and I didn't know you could put hashtags on there, or search cues is what they call them on that, and never did that before, and all of a sudden I did it on one of my ads, and I had like 1,500 views of that ad compared to like 70 by adding those stupid little tags for a 10-mile radius for my business. So I imagine on YouTube it could probably get huge.
It's something I need to get better at doing. I've done it in the past before, and I just usually like to do it.
And then when you got on Instagram, you have the hashtags like #FitMoms, #Moms Who Lift. That's what Huck
I
does.
did when I posted the video of the excuse me, the weekend deal earlier. I can't remember what I used, but I got more likes than I normally get. I got I guess only 23 views and 11 likes, but majority of it was people I have no idea who the hell they are. So
yeah,
it's like #Strongman, #bodybuilding, #powerlifting,
Moms Who Lift. That's the key.
Moms to lift. All right, I'll have to add that one in there.
Bikini prep. What's the other? No, just bikini prep for count. Brazilian wax. Like, get them all in there. Hashtag spray tan. Hashtag gym tan laundry. Hashtag.
All right, buddy. Good chatting with you. I appreciate you stopping in.
Yeah, no problem. I'll be on next week whenever you decide to go live again.
Sounds good, buddy. And I'll text you tomorrow and we'll start planning on doing something together soon.
Okay, sounds good. All right, sounds good.
Some GTL.
Hashtag G. No, I don't know. G. Okay, I'm done. All right.
Later,
See ya.
Yeah, bye. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you next.